If you want to walk into a dealership and get any car that you desire without having a job and without money down, stay tuned because I'm going to share with you exactly how I was able to do that. Hi, my name is Imani and I am the Healthy Finance Coach, and my goal is to help financially educate you so that you can gain discipline, balance, and thrive in any economic climate so that you can live the life that you desire. So back in 2023, I resigned from a six-figure job, and fortunately for myself, I saved up, which has helped me throughout the past couple of years, but I also maintained excellent credit. And so when I had a Maxima at the time, I had a 2016 Maxima at the time that was almost paid off. But as we know, Maxima transmissions aren't the best, and my car started acting up. And I remember I live in New York, and I was driving into a mechanic in Brooklyn, and there was a little sputtering going on, but it was making it. And they said, okay, well, you need a new transmission. It's going to be, I can't remember if it was like $2,800 or something crazy out of pocket that I was like, and there's always this, do I want to start new payments over and just have the security of not having to worry about maintaining a vehicle and it always breaking down and something always happening to it? Or do I want to just put the money into the car? It's about to be paid off, but there was so many electrical issues going on. I had just replaced the battery. It was just becoming stressful. I remember driving over to Jersey. I had a friend who had a connection at a Hyundai dealership. And I went over to Jersey and, test drove a couple of cars. I test drove a few used cars, but I also test drove some of the newer vehicles. And I didn't know if I wanted to go the Hyundai route. This was around the time where they were really stealing the Hyundais and the Kias. And I was just like, I just don't think that I feel comfortable in New York with a Hyundai. So as I'm coming back over the George Washington Bridge, I can feel it stalling. Like it's like on its last leg. It's like saying, let's get to our destination quickly because you don't want to break down here in this here bridge. And thank God it didn't. I literally got to the corner of the long block in Long Island, the gas station that I lived, and my car stopped. Completely stopped. I had to call for tow. They had to tow it to Nissan. And unfortunately, the news, of course, which I had already known, was that I needed a transmission. And I literally was like, is this something that I really want to do, or do I want to just go ahead and purchase a newer vehicle? So I decided to call around. I called Toyota, I called Honda, I called a few other dealerships in my area just to kind of see what type of specials that they were offering and to let them know that in order for me to purchase their vehicle, they would have to pay off my old vehicle. And when I say pay off, I don't mean upside down. I don't mean you're adding the money to what I'm going to be paying you for my new vehicle. I mean, pay this off, and then whatever the new vehicle is worth, that is what I'm purchasing. And I think sometimes when you are at a place in life where you can demand that, meaning you have great credit, you have savings if you need be, you have money down if you need be, it works like magic. However, in this case, we didn't discuss that. It was just the demand that I had in order for me to buy the vehicle that I needed to feel secure in driving. So in doing that, I found a Honda dealership that would take my vehicle and pay it off. It was about $8,500 left on my vehicle and not add it to the price of the vehicle that I was going to purchase. And we went from there. When I went in there, this was the first time that I went into a dealership knowing that I did not have a current job and applying for a loan. Gratefully, my credit was above 800. At the time, my credit was above 820. Probably, I think it was closer to 830 at the time. And I did not have to show proof of income. What they did was they were offering some incentives through Honda financing if you used Honda financing. However, I'm more about the interest rate and the long-term overall cost of the vehicle. And so what I did was I contacted my bank. Now my bank knows there's no money coming in because, they know direct deposit and all that. But I contacted my bank and I actually was approved for a loan through my bank. But I did not have to have proof of income through my bank. I actually had a good amount of savings in the bank at the time. And I was approved, no questions asked, no proof of income, just based off of the merit of my credit. And This video here is to let you know and to help you understand how important it is for you to have excellent credit and the freedom of going into a dealership or into anything and knowing that you'll be approved without your heart beating fast, without the thought in your mind of the embarrassment that comes with them saying no, or you're going to have to wait for the letter to come in the mail. Let me know in the comments whether or not you feel comfortable enough to walk into a dealership with no job, not having to put any money down because your credit is good. And if that is not the case, what is holding you up from getting your credit to a better spot? I offer to help you one-on-one with increasing your credit, because let's face it, you most likely want to purchase a home. You want to be able to go and walk into that dealership and get that vehicle that you've always wanted without having to put astronomical amount of money down, without having to pay hundreds of extra dollars per month because your interest rate is so high due to your credit being so low. I know you want to get to a better place in life, and I know that you are willing to put the effort in and the money in to get your credit to a better spot. So if you want to work with me one-on-one, book a consultation with me. The information is in the description below, and let's get this thing started. The year is still very early. You can have a lot by the summer. You can have a lot by the end of the year. You can be moving into a new home. You can be driving that Range Rover or Suburban or whatever you desire, that G4, that whatever, by the middle of the summer, if you start working right now on getting your credit together. You work hard. You deserve to have the things that you want, but you also have to learn discipline, and you also have to learn balance, and you have to learn how credit works and how to get yours on an up and up. Because let's face it, the economy, we don't know what's going to happen, and you want to be able to get liquid cash in any way. And sometimes that requires taking out a loan. Sometimes that requires having credit limits that you can borrow from. You just never know. And I want you to be prepared. That is my goal. So if you're interested, book a consultation with me. We'll talk about 15 minutes and we'll get you on your road to increasing that credit. Until the next time, take care.